Alrighty everyone, thanks for joining me today. Nick with the KnifeCenter here with the Benchmade 484 Nakamura. This is designed by Seiichi Nakamura, and it's the fourth knife in the series. The first one, the Shoki, was actually a discontinued model, has not been around for a couple of years, but it was a nice, little gentleman's knife as well. This is the first knife in the Nakamura series to use the axis lock, which is this here. Everyone knows about the axis lock, Benchmade's proprietary lock. Functions kind of like a cage ball lock from Spyderco. You pull back this lever here and the blade freely rotates. You can kind of see that notch right in there, that it swings free, and then you don't need to hold this forward. And this notch right here actually sets into where the ball closes on it, and it locks up solidly. No play in any direction, and it is just super smooth, super fun to play with. These are a great design, I think, for both EDC and, surprisingly, I might even say tactical. This gives you a very, very good grip, for stabbing and something like that and slashing. But normally you wouldn't think something this small is tactical, but I'm here to tell you, it's the last ditch tactical design. This will work. What makes it a good tactical design is this nice thumb ramp. You're not going to slide forward, and these finger grooves really just lock your hand in. Medium-sized hands will be good on this. You've got larger-sized hands. This being, a 3-inch blade, about 7 inches overall. I don't think it will be really that good if you have larger hands, and you cannot attach a lanyard hole to these. And I just don't think that if you have larger hands, it's going to really suit you that well. But if you have small to medium-sized hands, this is a really, really superb knife. Jimping is superbly executed. Your finger does not slide forward there at all. And good grip. I really do like the Benchmade split arrow design, as they call it. It is reversible. You'll take out that screw there, pop it in on this other side, or just leave this screw on this side and only use 2 from here to remove the pocket clip. These are brand new. You can see this is the first production model. Lucky someone will get this number 93 out of 750. Good luck to whoever gets it. The reason I consider this a small EDC tactical kind of knife is just the extremely good purchase that you can get on it. Extremely good grip. These finger grooves are going to work really well in, along with this thumb ramp here. The jimping is superbly executed. Your hand's just not going to move forward on this. Sharp here, the friction that you get on there with your thumb or any kind of finger if you're doing cutting like this, it's just going to be superb. That's why I consider it a tactical knife, just because, it's not going to go out of your hand. It's not going to slip on you no matter what you're doing. The pocket clip on this guy is reversible, but not reversible for tip up or tip down. It's only set up for tip up. Take 2 screws in the pocket clip over here, leave the last screw in, it will hold that barrel there. Nice flow through design. You can blow out all the pocket lint that you're going to get carrying these knives. Take the pocket clip, 2 screws over to this side, and set up for left-handed carry. Available, of course, in plain edge and combo edge. There is not a black model, so I guess it's not really designed to be a tactical knife, but every knife, if you have it on you, when a bad guy comes knocking, is going to be a tactical knife as long as you've got it. These have extremely smooth action. They're fun to play with. It's going to be something that you really will like to have in your pocket. I can say that first and foremost. Other ones in this series that you guys have seen before, the 482 Megumi. Smaller, you can tell. This one, well, actually might as well just show you the other one, the 483 Shori. Those both feature the Nak lock, which functions exactly like a button lock. Small little pipe hole here for lanyards, not anything like 550 or even 450 cord, something along the string, or like a little small piece of leather will do. Let's just show you the other side. S30V on both of these models. Blade steel on this one, M390. So I think an improvement over S30V. It's going to have the same corrosion resistance, but you're going to get a lot harder steel, so a lot more performance. It'll hold an edge much better. So these are the Nakamura series of knives. I think this new one's here a little bit bigger, a little bit more tactical, still the same amount of function. These liners are not skeletonized, so it is a little bit heavy, 3.5 ounces for such a small knife, a 3.08 inch blade. So just a good option here. All right, now for some competitive options, keeping it with the Benchmade family. The 707 sequel, one of my favorite move these out of the way. One of my favorite absolutely small knives. I like this better than a mini grip, just because you're getting aluminum handles with G10 inserts. It's just a much classier knife, I think. The blade shape is a little bit wider. It's a drop point design. This is actually called the sequel because you can see it kind of looks like the Benchmade 710, the original McHenry Williams design. They had a 705 model, just a scaled down version that had the same kind of lightly textured G10 and the same blade shape. A little bit of a recurve there. And that was discontinued a while ago. I don't know why, but they came out with this instead, the sequel they called it, and it is just a supremely nice knife. I really dig this one. Something else, Kershaw. This is a Damascus version of the Skyline. Skylines are always around. I think that this is just very slim, lightweight folder. It's a good option. You know, in these kind of things, I'd consider it kind of like a gentleman's EDC slash, you know, last-ditch tactical folder, because you really get a good purchase. I like it. Kind of looks like an airplane. I really, you know, dig the lines on this one. It's a good looking knife, and this finger choil keeps your finger there. No jimping, but you know, really unnecessary in most of your day-to-day EDC cutting tasks. Can't review a Benchmade without putting in there a Spyderco. The Delica, you know, this is a very good option. I don't need to talk much about the Delica. Everyone knows it. Classic blade shape from Spyderco. I really like that. Lanyard hole in there. Good grip on the knife. You know, very good option. And something in the budget category, this is the Kershaw 1830. It is called the Oh So Sweet. Not skeletonized liners in there. It is a little bit heavier than these knives, but I think that the grip you get on this, you know, is superb, and it, you know, runs about $25, $30. So you're not going to break the bank getting this compared to some of these Benchmades, but I think the quality and, you know, tiny bit of play there, not really anything to worry about. You can tighten it out with the pivot screw. But with assisted knives, which this one is, you're always going to have that little bit of, you know, there's a fine line between opening smoothly with the assist and then as well as, you know, tight lockup. Find that sweet spot, drop a bit of Loctite in there, and you should be good to go from then on. All right, one last thing about these knives. I think that the Nakamura series, not many people, there aren't many knives that look like any of these. You know, guys, this is just something, you know, a little different. I think it'll be something that you'll be proud to carry. You know, something that if you whip it out, no one will really get scared of you using it, but people will actually acquire, like, what kind of knife is that? You know, I've never seen something like that, and you can kind of explain the history of it or something like that. And I just think it's a very good gentleman's EDC knife. If you're wondering what I'm carrying today, Bradley Alias 2. I think that this is a good option for, you know, this exact kind of thing. This really is considered, you know, a good small EDC knife. The Alias 1, I think, is the larger version. I think that this, you know, people have compared this to the Sebenza. You know, there are tons of comparisons to the Sebenza just because of the material. It's the same exact thing, titanium, blasted, S30V, and mainly because of this blue thumb stud. You know, it just looks a lot like a Sebenza split arrow pocket clip. So they're actually awesome. I actually prefer this model to the small Sebenza, and you guys will think that I'm crazy to say something like that. But, you know, here's why. Open smoothly, and it's just really hard to open a small Sebenza, guys. If you haven't handled one, you know, you can buy one. I would suggest trying to handle one of your friends if someone has one, but just take my word for it. It just doesn't open as smoothly as this, and it's going to show wear on this thumb stud. I've had this for a couple years now, open it, you know, a ton. Who doesn't? Especially when it's that fun and the frame lock is so nice to play with. But, you know, you cannot see any wear on that. And I think that is a big bonus of the knife there. You know, Sebenza, even if you baby it, you only handle it, you know, you don't really use it, it's still going to show wear, and, you know, it is what it is. But thanks, guys. Thanks for joining me. Just, you know, talking knives. Love it. Take care, guys. Have a good one.